Hi there, it's me, Lavender Gray, here with a tarot reading for you. I recently got the Rose Oracle deck, these cards, and I just had to film with it. It's a new deck, so I'll probably be reading from the book a little bit, so hopefully that is okay. So this is a general reading. I don't have a specific theme, and I'm going to use the oracle cards to sort of determine what your query is, but let me get what the reading is going to be. So for the Rose Oracle, we're going to start with the oracle cards so we can figure out what it is you're asking about. And then we have 4 Rose Oracles, which are these piles. The first card is what's known, the second is what's hidden, the third is what's unfolding, and the fourth is the grounded action to take. Then we're going to get some clarifiers with the Fairy Tarot deck. And at the very end, we're going to pull some Pokemon cards to give you a little companion. So without further ado, let's get into the pile selection. Pile 1 is this small rose quartz. Pile 2 is this rose quartz pendant. And pile 3 is this big chunk of rose quartz. So take as much time as you need to discern which pile is calling to you. It can be multiple piles. It can be no piles, and then maybe watch a different video, but hopefully at least one is calling to you. If you are having trouble deciding, I do have a D4 here, so let's see. Number 3. So if you want a random one, start with number 3. Okay? Hi there, pile 1. If you chose this small rose quartz, this reading is for you. Okay. I'm going to put these to the side so that we can get into your oracles and sort of determine what this reading is going to be about. Let's see. We have positive affirmations, number 41. We have temperance with an otter. We have number 30, castle. It's time for healing, not war. And we have desire, number 13, red tulip. So I am getting big breakup vibes from this. There might have been a scission between you and somebody else with desire. It makes me think that it is a romantic partner that is no longer in your life. So the castle, it's time for healing, not war, speaks to maybe a little bit of harshness of our own behavior in the past. It's talking about how maybe you destroyed something that you maybe would have rather saved. I know that's a little bit of like tough love, a little bit too deep maybe, but this is calling for you to move on from that destructive pattern of behavior and focus on what it is you really desire. If this was a breakup, I don't think you should go back to the person or people that were is not scissored away, but cut. With positive affirmations, this might be pointing to changing your mindset and practicing mindfulness and being very like present in the moment. Temperance is all about moderation. We have this otter pouring water from one cup to another. This also makes me think of Dita Von Teese and her martini glass act. Little bit of burlesque. But I think this is calling for a balance between between two things. When it comes to social conflict, people's perspectives are both true. Like two things can be true at once because of other people's experiences. You might have been acting from a place of selfishness or self-centeredness where you could only really see your side of things. And temperance here is calling you to relax and slow down and breathe. Let's see what these positive affirmations say. We have I love myself, I choose love, brave, beautiful, worthy, grateful, healthy, happy. I'm going to clear these and get into your oracle. Not your, yes, your rose oracle. Okay. All right, what's known of this situation is we are nature, becoming grounded, embodiment, living in connection. Plant yourself here, integration, embodiment, grounded action. It's interesting because grounded action is one of the titles of the card I'm going to pull here. So what's unfolding is the grandmothers. Remember your roots, perspective, trust the weavings. And the grounded action to take is healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. So what I'm getting here is this break, this scission was something that was supposed to happen in order for you to grow and learn more about yourself and more about the world. With We Are Nature, I'm thinking of the Tumblr post about the soft animal of your body, realizing that you are part of nature, you are nature, and not separated from it. The book talks about how if you look up a definition of nature, you get plants and animals and landscapes and stuff like that instead of humans. And instead of seeing us as separate from nature, embodying the fact that we are nature. I think meditation and grounding techniques might be very useful for you, techniques where you're imagining roots going down from your body, because it looks like we have two cards with root systems here. With plant yourself here, integration, embodiment, grounded action is telling you to be happy and healthy wherever you are at this moment. And yes, shit happens, but you're doing the best that you can. And like I said, maybe that decision was meant to happen as something that was necessary for both you and the other person or people. There might be a community waiting for you, like with open arms. You just have to find it or allow yourself to make new friends. Or I thought it was a romantic reading with the oracle cards. It doesn't have to be. The grandmothers, remember your roots, more roots, perspective, trust the weaving. So I'm also thinking of the dandelion flower. I know this is the rose oracle, but I'm thinking of the dandelion flower and how if you've ever tried to weed dandelions, they do not come out of the earth. Like they just break off because their roots are so strong and so deep. And I think that's energy that this is calling you to embody. I'm going to read from the book for grandmothers. There we go. There's a lot of motherhood when it comes to the rose energy, and this book talks a lot about nurturing and care and healing like ancestral lines. Okay. Remember your roots, perspective, trust the weavings. The rose was here long before you and me, and long before humanity itself. She holds within her the rememberings of civilizations past, roots that reach back for millions of years and hold the codes of creation. They carry with them the songs of the ancient grandmothers of the earth. Can you hear their song? When this card appears in a spread, it's an invitation to reach all the way back, to go forward, to reach your roots deep, to soar high. The ancient grandmothers are calling for you to remember the wisdom of your ancestry long before colonialism severed so much that's sacred, before the rise and fall of empires and entire civilizations, all the way back to the origins of humanity. So this scission might have been cutting yourself off from the natural world around you, and now it's time to re-dig your way back into it. I don't know why that was the phrase that came to mind, but dig yourself back into nature. Gardening or something to do with the earth might be something beneficial for you. They're calling you to play your part in this time of healing, to heal and integrate what you've inherited in your ancestral line. It's not personal. These are changing, healing times that we came here for, to reconnect and reach all the way back to the original mother, and to see our role as the ancestors of those who are yet to come, to remain grounded and rooted in your life so that no matter how rocky things get, you always know that you are home. The Rose Transmission. I reach my roots all the way back to go forward. I call upon the sacred strength and support of my ancestors who did not forget to be with me now. I acknowledge the difficulties and what's coming up to be healed, and I do so for all who are yet to come. So now I think I am going to pull some fairy tarot cards to get a little bit more specific. While I'm shuffling, I wanted to say thank you for watching and letting me read for you. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment down below and subscribe to my channel. Let's see. So can I get a clarifier for We Are Nature? Unity number 5. This is the Hierophant, so Taurus energy. Do the right, and it's an earth sign. I love it. This is all about, I mean, it makes sense because this is the rose oracle, so it would be very plant heavy, but anyway, I think that's interesting that we have an earth sign. So do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. So what should I do? I'll stack them a little bit. How about that? No, I hate that. Okay. They're just going to be a little bit out of frame. Hopefully you don't mind. I want to be able to see what the card says on the bottom here. So I think when it comes to grounding techniques, going to traditional methods, if you are in therapy, you might want to ask your therapist about mindfulness and grounding techniques, because going by the book, you might feel a little bit like, it's a little bit new age for me, but trying these systems that have been shown to work, like with breathing exercises and mindfulness, could actually really help you. Plant yourself here. We have the 9 of Spring. Do I want to take reverses today? No. Protect the fruits of your labors. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. Another thing about plants and environments. Plant yourself here. Environmental conservation. So I think what's hidden is the fact that you are a nature spirit. You are a child of nature, and you don't have to feel separated from it. I would say picking up litter. Make sure you're not littering. That might be sort of random, but if you see litter, maybe pick it up a little bit. That might also endear you to the fairy nature spirits of the area as well. I think you have some connection to fairy nature spirits, so if you want to learn more about fairy witchcraft or fairy spirituality, I would recommend this deck, the Fairy Tarot Cards by Radley Valentine. Okay. And what's unfolding is the 4 of Spring, 4 of Wands. Be grateful, you have much to celebrate, deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. So whatever healing that you are doing, and we do have the card healing is happening, whether or not you realize it or not, every moment of every day you are healing, especially when you are choosing to act from authenticity and from a place of kindness and compassion and love of the world around you. You heal every time you laugh. You heal every time you eat a good meal. You heal every time you take a walk in nature. And it's the little things that really add up to becoming a better version of yourself. It's a sort of a slow process. If you are in therapy and have been in therapy, you might understand that it can be a very slow process. But the 4 of Spring or Wands is the big celebration card. So I think your ancestors want to tell you that you've been doing good work already. And then the grounded action to take is Awakening, the Hanged Man, number 12. Change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in the action. So the Hanged Man, sort of what I was talking about with groundedness, and mindfulness and meditations and things like that. This is a big meditation card. It's also all about balance. And when I was looking up animal spirits, flamingo is related to the Hanged Man. He's doing sort of the little flamingo leg pose. And flamingos are all about flamboyance and being who you truly are, and they're a bit of glamour and balance as well. But this is about taking time to yourself to breathe and meditate and tune in. I'm hearing Lord's oceanic, is that how you say that word? Oceanic feeling, where she says just had to breathe and tune in. Whenever I hear songs, I want to sing it, but I don't think I'm going to subject you to that. Let me know if you're a singer in the comments below. But this is taking time for yourself to tune into your internal world, to tune into where you are in nature, and to really ground your roots. So we have lots of talk about planting yourself and grounding yourself where you are. I want to get some advice cards now. Ooh, okay, I'll take those. Got 3. Renewal, number 20. I believe this is the Judgment card. Review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future. Understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. King of Spring. Okay, we have 2 wands and then the King of Wands. So this is someone who is very creative, and you might find that creating things while you're outside in nature, if the weather allows it, might be very beneficial for you. Innovative, inspiring, wise, theatrical, a financial windfall, your leadership skills are needed now, an unexpected supporter of your cause. So this is usually someone in your life or yourself who is embodying this energy of masculine authority and sacred masculine divinity. The book of this deck says that he does really like the spotlight, so Leo energy might be here. The other fire signs are Aries and Sagittarius. And then we have the 5 of Summer. Oh, I love this card. Look at the art. Trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. So, when it comes to renewal or judgment, it's about looking back on your path and seeing your successes and your failures and how far you've come and how far you've grown as well. It's a card of not quite contentment. It's sort of like, I always think that judgment has this like melancholy energy to it because you're looking back over the past and there's this melancholy of like, oh, I could have done this better, I could have done that better. But it's a reminder that healthy competition is comparing yourself with your past self and seeing if you've done at least one thing better. And I think pile number 1, you are on the way to bettering your life and yourself. I think there was a lot of mania or a lot of frazzled energy at the beginning, but now it's like soothed and grounded. And I think just sitting and breathing, just literally just sitting and breathing might be very, very good for you. Especially if you're someone who is a bit of a busybody or is someone who is not extraterrestrial, although you could be, I don't know. Um, I was going to say extroverted, but I don't know if that's the right message or not. 5 of Summer, when you do, okay, when you do take the time to sit and breathe and listen to your own voice, like listen to your own thoughts, there's a quote from A Doll's House Part 2, a play that is the main character says, I was quiet until the only voice I could hear was myself. And when that happens, a lot of energy might get released and you might find yourself crying a lot, especially over issues of like social conflict. So I am going to clear these. Do I have any other messages? Let's see. No, I'm going to clear them. Sometimes I clear them a little bit too early and then I like mess up the order that they were in, but I think we're okay. So, for the very last part of our reading, we are going to get some Pokemon cards. I really like shuffling these. They're a little bit crinkled, but so maybe shuffling will help even them out. Okay, let us get a Pokemon. We'll draw a few. Let's get some Pokemon. Sawsbuck. I don't think this is hollow. No, it's not, but he is very beautiful. He's a grass type, so he's an earth sign. This is him in winter. He evolves from deerling. So deer spirits or caribou might be powerful animal spirit guides for you. Let's see. We have Grand Ball with psychic type, connecting to spirit. I don't know if you can see the hollow very well. We've got a dog sort of energy. And let's see. Last one. Let's pull. I'll pull from the top. Torterra! And he is holographic, not hollow as an empty. LOL. Um, so tortoises and turtles might be animals to connect to, especially if you need to slow down and appreciate just the time that you have with yourself and time in nature, thinking about the slow and steady um, wins the race sort of mentality. Really quick, there's also, I don't know if you've ever heard of Mackinac Island, but it's an island in the north of Michigan, and the myth, the creation myth of the island is that it's on the back of a giant turtle. So that is my reading for you, pile one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like or comment down below and subscribe to my channel. Bye. Hi there, pile two. If you chose this rose quartz pendant, then this reading is for you. I'm going to put these to the side so we can get into your oracle cards, just to see sort of the general energy of what is going on with you. So we have spend time with animals, number 48. Oh, group number 1 got Sawsbuck as one of their Pokemon. I'm doing Pokemon cards at the end, but they got a Sawsbuck. So maybe pile number 1 holds some messages for you. We have a cat, a squirrel, a dog, an owl, and a bluebird, and a butterfly as well, so those might hold significance for you. The Queen of Wands with a hedgehog, kitty cats, a black cat, and some dinosaurs with sunflowers. This is someone who is very creative, very passionate. This is someone who's in touch with their femininity and their benevolent queenliness. We have number 24. This is my favorite card in the deck. I had, oh, you can kind of tell that I erased. I had written all over it in pencil, but I didn't want the pencil in the reading. But she's my favorite. Potion, remember to practice self-love. And communication, jade vine. So I wonder if you are someone who is a writer, or someone who works in perhaps journalism with communication, something about messages. You might be someone who is already a little bit witchy. That would make sense, given you're watching a tarot reading. And you might actually be in touch with a familiar or very in touch with animal spirits. There was a class I did in college. I went to acting school, and there was a class called Animal Lab where you study animals and you embody them, and you really pay attention to their musculature and how they move, particularly their head to neck relationship. And what it is a bunch of college kids pretending to be animals in a room. But it was a transformative experience, and if you're someone who is into movement work, you might be very impressed and be very interested in that sort of thing. Power animals might be very important for you. This plant has also evolved to be pollinated by bats, I believe. They're like upside down flowers, so it's easier for bats. So bats might be an important animal for you. We also have some herbs and herbal witchcraft. That might be rosemary, but it might just be a drawing of a plant. I'm going to clear these now. This is some big green witch energy, by the way. Okay. And then I'm going to get your rose oracle. What's known is the Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support. And I like that we had the Queen of Wands. We have both sacred feminine as well as sacred masculine. Lots of balance there. We have trust the seasons for what's hidden, embracing change, cycles of life, transition, and growth. What's unfolding is the mystic rose, compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, grace. And the grounded action to take is the rose thread, inner call, soul led, the mystic living courageously. So, okay. This is a very mature energy. This is someone who knows who they are and are a green witch probably, and is very grounded in that sort of energy. what's hidden is the fact that you're not going to bloom all year long. You're not going to rest all year long either. You're going to have periods of creativity and activity and periods of rest and respite. Um, you might embody this sacred masculinity, and I think if you are someone who resonates with androgyny, that might be sort of your energy, sort of embodying both masculine and feminine at the same time. Um, this is a card also of protection as well. So you might know that you're already grounded and protected in your energy. You probably got your cleansing rituals, your protection rituals using black pepper and salt and things like that. Tell me what herbs you like to use down below if you are like an herbal witch. Um, oh, and we have motherhood or parenting represented here by this pregnant person. And this card talks mostly about protection, like men protecting women, but it doesn't really have to be like that. What's unfolding is the Mystic Rose. So this card talks a lot about how the Catholic Church and Christianity erased lots of pagan goddesses and turned them into saints or like added turned the mythology of goddesses all into Mother Mary, and so she became this like catch-all goddess basically. And if you were worshiping Mother Mary, it was safe. So lots of pagan traditions carried over into the worship of Mother Mary, including walking on rose petals and crowning her with roses. And that's something people still do in Christianity. I think in May, they put flowers around like statues of Mary. I was raised Catholic. I can talk about it. But what's unfolding is probably going to be the memories of old pagan goddesses and gods and nature spirits. So if you are receiving downloads about nature spirits, particularly maternal or motherly nature spirits, to pay attention to that. The grounded action to take is the rose thread. So tuning in to community as well. Let me read what the rose thread says. The rose thread. Okay. Inner call, soul-led, the mystic living courageously. This is the card of the mystic, the one who's in touch with the depths of the inner world and the inner weavings of the world and beyond, way beyond. They're dedicated to listening to the mysterious voice whispering within, to following their intuition and living in accordance with that, to living by being guided by the rose thread. You can think of that as like the thread of fate. I usually think of it as a red thread of fate connecting me to events or people that I'm meant to encounter. So that might be useful for you. Also thinking of Ariadne guiding Theseus out of the labyrinth with thread. Following the rose thread means being dedicated to walking the way of the rose, to being in service to humanity and dedicated to writing a new story. It requires courage and faith and the willingness to pave a new path. The rose has been a symbol of the mysteries for thousands of years. The rose thread is the invisible path that the mystic follows. It takes courage to trust it, for the path is different for every single person. This is why it requires courage to trust the inner call, and those who do so find great reward. This card is a sign that you're being called to follow this initiatory path led by the thread deep within. You may find that you're in a place of great change and are being called to have faith and gather up the courage to take the next step. This card is a sign of encouragement to keep taking the next step. It's acknowledging the courage it takes to live a soul-led life and honoring you for always taking the leap. Rose transmission. Even when things feel clear, especially when they do, I trust that I'm always led from within. I think this pile does trust in the universe. I really think you guys are witchy, and if you don't self-identify as a witch, maybe look into that because it might be something that really works for you. Now I am going to shuffle my fairy tarot cards to give us some clarifiers without messing up on my cards. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. While I'm shuffling, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching, and if anything resonated, please let me know in the comments down below, or leave a like or subscribe to my channel. Okay, we have Ace of Autumn. I'm going to put the ace to the side. I'm doing what's called exaltation of the ace. So A windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. So now we're going to look at the reading through the lens of this ace of material wealth and abundance and security. All right, underneath what's known is the ace, another ace. So we have earth and water. Earth signs are Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Princess of Winter, inquisitive, truthful, realistic, undiplomatic. Information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. I feel like this might really represent your energy. For what's hidden, we have Seven of Autumn. Have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. So there might be a little bit of impatience as well as stubbornness. I'm a Taurus, so I vibe with that. And this is an earth card as well. Winter is air. But yeah, I think with you might be someone who's a bit of a go-getter, or you might be someone who gets caught up in energy, and when energy changes, you want to stay in the old energy because that's what's comfortable or that's what's been working for you. But the wheel of life keeps moving, and it's important for you to go with the seasons so that you can, especially magically, get the most out of where you are in your life. The Nine of Summer for what's unfolding. Wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. Yes, we love that. So this might take a little bit because I think you might be in this energy a little bit of waiting, but this Nine of Summer is coming for you. Look how beautiful this art is. And the grounded action to take is the Prince of Summer. So we have a princess and a prince. Romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious, falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. So we have some dandelions there. I thought of dandelions earlier in pile one as well. And I've also been thinking about getting a dandelion tattoo. So that's just sticking out to me, I guess. So, okay. I'm gonna pull an extra card here. Ooh, the Princess of Summer. She's the back of the deck as well. I think of her as Titania. Gentle, sensitive, kind, and experienced. A new relationship or emotional experience. Invitations to social events. A compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. I'm gonna put her there. So I think that is representing your energy as well. Okay. We have the wheel. Ah, I was just talking about the wheel of life turning. Okay, and spinning straw into gold. Delays are over. Sudden or unexpected good luck and new car travel. So it might be sooner than you think, actually. Things might line up. I think this Brothers of the Rose might be friends or companions that you really feel safe around. And with people you can feel safe around, hold on to them. And hopefully you can manage social relationships with grace and kindness. And I wish you all the best, and I hope you get the best friends in the whole wide world. We have Two of Summer. So we have the Princess, the Nine, the Prince, the Ace, and the Two of Summer. So lots of water energy. You might be sort of in your feels, and you also might be starting to flow, how when winter ends, all the snow melts, and then there's all this water. You might be melting. Okay, falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. This could be a relationship with someone romantically. This could be two parts of yourself. It could be you and a certain aspect of your life, like creative projects or a job or just your own emotional body. Okay. And we have the Queen of Winter. So we have the Princess and the Queen of Winter. We have a lot of court cards here. So these might represent people in your life, and they could represent different aspects of yourself as well. The Queen of Winter, strong, patient, self-sufficient, funny. Let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career, unmarried or divorced individuals. So this card comes with a warning of maybe a bit of brutal honesty. Look at the sun on her little sleigh. Sleigh! Okay. Sorry. there might be a little bit of brutal honesty when it comes to the Queen of Winter as well as the Princess of Winter. And I saw we had communication come up earlier, so especially if you're someone who communicates over text a lot, it might be really important for you to actually put tonal indicators, like slash joking or something like that. I know it can be kind of a bit much, but if you are someone who has trouble getting their tone across in messages and seem to be misunderstood a lot, then putting tonal indicators, using emojis as well when it is appropriate might also help you get your point across. So I am going to clear these up and we're going to move on to, oh, fuck. Sorry, okay. I'm I'm a clumsy stripper. Okay, so let's get some Pokemon cards. I like to shuffle them. It also hopefully helps with some of their pringling. But these Pokemon cards are just feel-good companion cards that are fun. And we can gain a little bit of insight from like the type of them or the type of animal they're based on. So let's see. Galarian Moltres V. Ooh. Oh, look at that hollow. Can you see that? So fire, I think. Oh, dark type, maybe dark and fire. Fire might be something you can do. Maybe fire gazing or a burning bowl ritual, especially if you have to let something go. Inteleon, water type. And this, I think, is a chameleon based off of. Or perhaps a salamander or an oxalotl, little fishy lizardy guy. And Eevee! Lots of potential. Look at that. Can you see the dots in the hollow? Beautiful. Okay, so that is the reading that I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like or comment down below and subscribe to my channel. Bye. Hi there, Pile 3. If you chose this big rose quartz, then this reading is for you. Okay. I am going to put these to the side so we can get into your oracle cards. Just to see sort of a generic overview of the energy and maybe some specifics of what the reading is going to be about. So we have sex, number 44. We have King of Wands. Oh, we had Queen of Wands come out in pile number 2. I like that. We have an owl, some llamas or maybe alpacas, and some cactuses. We have number 43, Spaceship, Don't Be Afraid to Sing, with the mermaid archetype. And we have number 44. Okay, I love that. We have 44 for this card, and we have 44 for Wisdom Magnolia. So something interesting about magnolias is they bloom before their tree gets their leaves, and they look very beautiful. Something else about magnolias is that they don't, in my experience, last very long, and they don't keep very well off the tree. So let me look up what it says in the booklet about them. Number 44, and it's actually the very last flower in the deck, which I like. Okay. The completion of something is near, and you could now look to beginning a new chapter in an old story or project. Okay, so with the fact that they don't last very long, could be a testament to needing to release something and move on from something in the past that is no longer. Survival, even if the odds seem staked against a positive outcome, is indicated, as is enduring love, divine wisdom, understanding, and growth. There could be connection with an older person, the middle time of life, or changing family energies through natural progression. The messages often keep going. The challenges, there may be an inability to change due to a lack of energy or the longing for a past experience that can no longer be part of the future. Yes, exactly. Be wary of creating or standing upon weak foundations, ignoring traditional lore, or failing to take heed of experience. Ensure adequate research is undertaken before making decisions or plans. Okay. Let me put that back. So this is quite an energetic group, a very friendly group as well, and I like that we have three mermaids. And this deck, this is Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle, by Amanda Lovelace, and she puts all the mermaids in space, which I think is really cool. And there's also a message in the deck of, um, oh, look at this beautiful stripe of sunlight. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, oh no. But anyway, we have mermaid archetype. So this card speaks of you might have been made to believe that your voice is not worthy of being heard, that your opinions aren't worthy of being heard, but they are. I think you're someone with a lot of wisdom. Oh, and we have 43, which is another four. But four is the number of domesticity, of stability. I think it's a more of a masculine number about protection as well. Um, and this card speaks about confidence and recognizing that you are worthy of being heard. You might also like to sing. I like to sing a lot. Let me know if you sing in the comments below. We have the King of Wands and Sex here, so I love this card. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. I love the tattoos on her, or them. I don't know. But we have lots of creation and lots of passion, ambition, and drive. You might take a lot of power from your sexuality. I feel you. That's here, friends. Okay, I am going to clear these. Hopefully that all made sense. And we are going to get into the Rose Oracle. So, what's known in this situation is the wild rose. I love that. Yes, this is a fiery group. The fire signs are Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, and we just rounded out Aries season when I'm filming this. I'm filming this on my birthday, actually. I'm a Taurus with a cusp of Aries. Okay, do it your way. Embrace your uniqueness untamed. I love Aries energy. What's hidden? The Holy Grail. Ooh, stop the endless searching inner quest. Sorry. What's unfolding is held, sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, community. And the grounded action to take is the second bloom. A second chance, it's never too late, new possibilities. Possibilities. Beautiful noise, beautiful vibration. Okay. I really love this energy group number 3. You're like a hype squad. I feel like I would really get along with you all. I love when um I'm also my stomach is growling. So if you haven't eaten yet today, go eat something and I'm going to eat something right after I'm done filming. So pals, like I feel like I feel so casual with you and I want to be like, "Yes, bestie." I'm going to start with what's known. You might know that you're a badass bitch, and you might know that you're wild and you don't things the normal way. This card is talking about how it's normal to not be normal, and you don't want to be normal. You want to be your authentic, unique self. What's hidden is the Holy Grail. So inside of this beautiful fiery energy is a soft like heart, I want to say, and like an inner treasure that you might not we have a deer here and a hawk, I want to say, as well as this red rose. There's an inner treasure that you might not have been able to express before, maybe a softer side. Like if you are someone who's more powerful or more dominant in their personality, you might not feel like you're allowed to be small and vulnerable and soft, but you are. You are all those things at once. What's unfolding is held, sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, community. So this is talking about how when changes happen in our life, we still need something to hold on to. When big things happen, we need something to hold on to. When people leave or like I said, changes happen, we still need to be held. And we have this person in the fetal position. Can I? Oh, I wasn't even looking at the screen. Okay. I'm distracted by the sunlight, I gotta say. So the fire energy is really coming through for me. the grounded action to take is the second bloom. So if there was a project or something that really embodied this softer side of yourself, I think there might be a second chance coming for you. I'm thinking of a play, like you might be into theater. Um, I went to acting school, so if you are also into theater, sound off in the comments below. Um, Now I am going to move on to the fairy tarot to get us some specifics. I really hate shuffling over cards that are laid out, so let me see. While I am shuffling, I wanted to say thank you so much for watching this reading. And if you liked it, please leave a comment down below. Ooh, we got the Empress underneath the wild rose. Time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. So yeah, you embody this Empress energy, and she is Venus, so that's Taurus and Libra, I believe. She is about nurturing. She's about motherhood as well. So motherhood might be in the cards for you if that's something that you desire. It could be metaphorical motherhood as well. Um, but yeah, if you don't know it already, you should know it soon. The fact that you're a boss ass bitch. Okay, and for what's hidden underneath the Holy Grail, we have Three of Winter. Yeah, that like sort of sad, that the soft, sad heart part of you. This is the heartbreak card. Reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. Oh, we like really can't see these bottom cards. Hold on. I like that you chose the big rose quartz too. You were like, yes, that one. Okay. But, excuse me. What's unfolding is the Dreamer. Okay, we have two major arcana, so this might be um, a, a series of changes, is what I want to say. A period of change as well. So we have embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourself. I love the sunlight coming in. And the grounded action to take is release. That is the death card number 13. My stomach is growling. Whew. Make sure you're eating. Let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on. And that's underneath the grounded action to take. So, yeah, so like I said, if there was something you were working on, or maybe it was a friendship or relationship that ended poorly, although I'm thinking more of it being a project or work or something that really tuned into your artistic self, letting go of the old way of doing it or the old way of thinking about it is pretty necessary here. We also have some peacocks on this card. Um, Maybe there's something to do with art school because there's an art school called CCS in Detroit, and their mascot is the peacock, I believe. So yeah, I think you have some artistry in you, and expressing this part of yourself is going to be very important. You don't have to like dwell on pain and stuff, but if this is something that is needing to be expressed, then there's a plethora of healthy ways to do so, and I'm sure you have a million ideas, especially if you are a fire sign. But I want to read. Which one do I want to read? Release number. I might read the second bloom first, actually. PQRS. The second bloom. A second chance, it's never too late, new possibilities. Possibilities, sorry. This is a card of second chances, new beginnings, regeneration, and reinventing yourself. It's never too late to surrender to what's blooming within you. All that matters is that you surrender to the buds that are longing to grow and be known. No matter your age or what may have previously occurred, this card is an invitation to surrender to a second bloom, to welcome the new and share it with the world, to acknowledge the secret passions, longings, creations, and yearnings and let them bud and bloom. I love that it's talking about secret passions, like we were talking about with the Holy Grail here. If we properly allow things to end, new beginnings will always come. And we have death with, oh my god, I'm so glad I read from this book. We have so many correspondences. But what does it say? If we surrender to the cycles of life, after winter, spring will always return. If we tend the seeds in the fertile earth, they'll eventually emerge. Just as we think the season's over and winter's drawing near, some roses bless us with an unexpected second bloom. If this card appears in a spread, it's a likely sign that you too are set for a second bloom. Perhaps you have a creation that's waiting to be brought forth, or maybe it's a new relationship or passion in your life. Maybe what's waiting to be born is a new version of you. The more open we are to change, the more open we are to life. The more open we are to life, the more open we are to being born again anew. Yes, this is what it means to truly live, being open to saying yes to life, so when you eventually take your last breath, you'll do so while still fully living. Soul inquiry, what unexpected thing wants to bloom within you? So the second bloom talked a lot about death, didn't it? So this might be a death of the ego. This might be a death of a sort of like victim mentality as well. I'm going to clear these cards. Clear, clear, clear. And I am going to move on to my favorite part of the reading, which is the Pokemon cards. So this is the last thing I'm going to do for you guys. And these are just to have some fun and maybe look at the typing of the Pokemon, the type of animal it is, as well as just imagining a new companion from the Poke world. Every day I wake up and I'm not in Pokemon. Pokemon isn't real yet. One day we'll get there with science. Alright. Shaman V with grass type. We got earth energy. Let's look at the hollow. How does it look with the... Oh, there's hollow in his eye. Can you see that? Okay. Octillery with the trainer. Water energy. Octopus. Octopi are very, very smart, and they camouflage. So shapeshifter might be an archetype. Oh, and this is also a little hedgehog. So we had a hedgehog in pile number 2 with the Queen of Wands in the oracle reading, so that might hold some messages for you as well. And we have Lucario. Lucario. Little Julia Drawfee joke. Okay. Completely off topic. Love Julia Drawfee. Okay. Lucario. And we've got some beautiful hollow stripes here. That's fighting energy. And I don't know what animal he is. He's one of those pokies that are like humanoid. So those are all my messages for you. Hopefully you enjoyed them. If you did, please leave a like or comment down below and subscribe to my channel. Bye.